Got Pilates. Right, we've got Pilates with the Pilates ball. Enjoy. Enjoy. Good evening, welcome. I quite like this arrangement. Although we've got three on this side, we've got three across there and five there. Offending you. Yeah, that's the portion. Can you tell? Take my tip. Actually, quite later on in the class, it does make sense if you are all facing sideways on. But yeah, you can turn yourself around to face me. So you don't have to be. You can actually turn your body around, even how your mat is. Keep your mat where it is, but turn yourself if you feel like you don't want to be like around the outside. Cross over. Cross over. Arms round. Any variation thereof is welcome. One more. Cross over. Cross over. Arms round the outside. I'm liking the effect. Cross over. Cross over. Arms round that. Who's going to come through the curtain? Liz, Katie, take a breath in. It's Katie. Would you mind very much being on that line? It helps me. The language is upsetting Liz. Just bring down on the left. Take a breath. So yeah, shake out the shoulders, shake out the hand. Standing tall, lengthen through the spine. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Shoulders up, back and down with the golden thread. Place your hand on your neck, bring your chin forward. And bring it back. Feel part of the neck move, and some of the neck doesn't. We have to wind our necks in, so making sure we're keeping our neck in neutral. Coming down the body, make the triangle with your hand. Heel of your hand on your hips, fingers on the pubic bone, bend your knees, tilt the pelvis forward and back. Your bucket of water, tilt it out the back, tilt it out the front, and then come to a point where you are ideally parallel front and back, straighten out the leg. Breathe in, feel the ribcage expand, and then breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Pull that navel, make a gap between your navel and your hands. Take 2 inches off your waistline, just like that. Shrinking the waist, putting up on the pelvic floor, back passage. I've gone down a route today with the pelvic floor, but I won't do it online. If you want to hear about it afterwards, I'll talk about it afterwards, but I'll do the polite version today. Back passage, front passage, release halfway. Release halfway. You're all now wondering, aren't you? Keep your hand on your navel, hand on your lower back. Close your eyes, sway forward and back. It might get the video struck off if I say what I was going to say. Now you're even more intrigued, aren't you? Come back somewhere in the middle with the toes. Oh, joy, this is going to come out here. So happy. Would you mind very much being in line there? And I've got a fibre side there. Come straight in there. There's a little space for me. Apologies. Make a slight arch with your feet. So you've got your perfect posture to maintain for the rest of your lives. Hands across your chest, hips fixed. Elaine, this is a lovely one done sat down. This is fabulous done sat down. You will be much better off than all of us if you sit down and do this bit, because your hips will be fixed. No. Because actually, I like this one done sat down. So we're all going to be jealous of you. Because your hips are fixed, you're rotating up the body, so you're getting better effect than all of us. So you're all green with envy with Elaine now, aren't you? Hands up, back, rotate up the body. Imagine that stick is on your back, and that is beautiful. If you had a stick on your back now, that would feel beautiful. Come back. Just think of the photo. Yes. Was that a Maasai warrior? Yeah. This sent a picture of a Maasai warrior. The stick of she said, oh, he's doing his Pilates. Lift your right arm, please. Any right arm you like. Lift your left arm. Back towards the middle. If your shoulders are sore, try saying that quickly. Keep both arms by your side. What the arm? What? How many right with this one? I'll come back to you in a second, actually. Back towards the middle. Go for the shoulders and sound effect. None. Cool. That's so much more satisfying, isn't it? We've done our rotation side bends. Let's do our roll down. If your back is painful or sore, this is your cat stretch here. Otherwise, do your full roll down if your back's fine with it. You've done that. Open out through the chest, rise up onto your toes, big stretch up towards the ceiling. Now this is interesting. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the shoulders down then. Aha. Arms by your side, bend your knees, and that will help. Tuck in the chin, roll down through. We want flexibility of the spine, as well as be strong. Release that one vertebra at a time. We're targeting those little muscles that span a couple of vertebrae at a time. Those are the ones that we're targeting when we're doing our roll downs. Bend your knees. Is that it? Well, good. Anybody else? Can anybody else better that? But thank you for that feedback, Katie. It's the same. I'm always disappointed when it's just shoulders. I want like biceps or abs or triceps or quads, the big ones, not these little ones there. So we've got our perfect posture we maintained. We've warmed up the back. Let's take the Pilates ball, place it between our knees. This is going to keep our knees in alignment. As we're going to go into our squat. I'll show you sideways on. Back, how low can you, when I say how low you go, how much can you bend your knees? We're talking arse to grass. I think how low can you bend your knees? I cut as low as I can manage, but you might be able to do more than me. So come down for your squat, keep a neutral spine, please, and back up again. I'm seeing some of you in that lower position, you'll start to relax there. Maintain neutral. The stick is on your back. And back up again in your own time. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to return. So the ball is stopping our knees from coming in. We're keeping everything in alignment. All the way down, halfway up. So clench the buttocks. The gliders are between the cheeks of your bottom. So all the way down as low as you can manage and halfway up. If you feel any pressure through your knees, push the knees back. Wriggle the toes. Hold it down at that low point. Pulse for 10, 9, 8. I wasn't going to count anymore, was I? 5 left. And let's do a bonus 10, just for this Wednesday night. Go on, 10, 9. Keep that going. Keep that body upright. Make sure you're not forward. Yeah. Can you feel that working? Good place to rub. Nice. Just shake out the legs. Next, now we can go to rotation. Bring your ball forward. Imagine your back's against the wall. Bring the shoulders away from the wall. Bring them back down in contact with the wall. We can then punch the shoulders, which is what we don't want, but then bring the shoulders down. So when you're driving your car, think about where are your hands on your steering wheel. Are you hunched forward over the wheel or not? So then from here, keeping that rectangle shape, we can rotate upper body. This is your spotlight. I won't tell my sexist joke either. Well, all those thousands that will watch it, and then I might get sued 10 years down the line. Or thrown out. Yeah. Keeping your hips fixed. Again, this is another one. This is a nice one sat down. If your arms start to ache, rest at any time. Keeping that rectangle shape, keeping both arms straight. Lovely. And then what we can do, I'll have my back to you so you can see. So you're standing at the front of your mat. You're going to bend your knees and rotate. The right leg forward rotates to the right. I've got an option for the knee people. Left foot knee forward, rotate to the left. If you wanted to, you reverse, lunge, bend, and rotate the opposite way. You can do reverse lunge. I've got an exciting new one for this one as well. Both the arms still stay straight, so it's still that. So don't let the arms go floppy. We'll rotate it. Think of Dalek. So that's the part of the Dalek rotates. Making sure that front knee doesn't shoot forward. So left foot forward, rotate to the left. Right foot forward, rotate to the. That back knee is bending down towards the floor. Some of you might even be able to touch the floor with that back knee. We're not letting those knees shoot forward. What the shoulders? Down. Because sometimes there's a tendency for them to hunch. Good. Rotate. Good. Exciting new one. Right in here. See how you feel with this one. I'll show you from the side, but you can hold on to the ball a little bit if you need to. So we can do our reverse lunge. That goes underneath. Reverse lunge. How exciting is that? Reverse lunge underneath. There. Yeah, forward lunge if you want. Have your hands out to the side so it looks really nice. Bit of a shoulder raise, so Hannah, keep the shoulder raise down. If you want, yeah, if you wanted to, just hold it and just have it underneath here. So don't. I quite like that. So some people bring it to the front. But I've lost my train of thought now. So leg goes back, out to the side. Leg goes back, up to the side. What do we think? Gorgeous, isn't it? Let's get a bit of burn in. So we had a bit of mobility, agility. Let's get some burn. So keep your right foot forward. Those of you that knees are uncomfortable or sore, you could do a split squat and you can push your bottom back and the knees back. That is your option. Otherwise, bring your right foot forward. Show me from the side. Right foot forward, left leg back. Clench the butt. Put your hand on your buttock at the back. Clench it. Unclench it. Clench it. You should be able to feel the difference, yes? The ball is, you don't have to, let's just pushing, make sure you're not just leaning on it. Put tension to the abs. Knee goes down, that's 10. I'm going to count on my fingers. You can count yourself. Clench the buttocks. Check that the knees don't come in. We're going to go all the way down and halfway up for 10, please. And then we're going to pulse it for 2 lots of 10 for the fun of it. Good longevity. If you've got strong quads, you'll live so long, you'll live longer and a better quality of life. Sam started pulsing already. That's a fast pulse. 10. Okay. Right. Should we go an inch lower? Okay. Buttocks being strengthened, hip flexor stretch at the front. Oh, guys. Yes. Is the right place to be rubbing, Sally? Sally I, SI, SS. Tuck your tailbone under, leaning slightly forward to get that hip flexor stretch. Clench that buttock at the back. Put your hand on your buttock. Relax it. Clench. Can you feel the difference? Yes. Good. You have a pert bottom for some holiday. Bring that knee down. There's 10. So 4 lots all together. Match what you did on the other side. If you feel it underneath, push the knees back, go into that split squat. That's it, Karen, lovely. All the way down halfway up for 10. Body upright and have your head in neck and line, otherwise you're a bit sad and downcast. Pulsing it. And I've got a final 10 for that people that did it on the other side. Nice. Yes. Shake out the legs. This is your quad stretch. Tuck your tailbone under. Change the side. I've got a tricky one for you to try. Should we do we'll do the fun one first, and then we'll do the tricky one. So this is your plate of vindaloo, your tray of drinks, and we need to keep it upright. This one we're going to try not to hold on to it itself. We're not squeezing the ball. It's just resting on the palms of our hands, and we have to keep it upright. So what we're going to do is move that hand around, take it underneath, around the top. And we then take it back underneath again. But you're not holding it. You're not holding it. It has to rest on your hand. Take it underneath. Then take it back the way that you came. Around. Oh. Yeah. If you've got a small hand and you picked a big ball, then we're in trouble. Change the other side. You don't get this fun in a Pilates classes, do you? So take it underneath, take it around, and then you take it right underneath, and back the way you came. It's that bit there, isn't it? Yeah. So this one you go. Fails. My plate of vindaloo is all over my arm. That is a nerve, that's a neural flossing. That's one, a bit like we did with the big oars. That's for tennis elbow, that one. Like that one. Let's do the tricky one, shall we? You can pick a mix in this one. If you say, oh, I can't manage that, pick a mix and just do, I'll try and do at least once through just for the thousands of people watching on the video. I'll have my back to you, but I will keep an eye on you. Right hand, you can hold on to the ball for this. Imagine this is a kettlebell. Down at the front of your mat, you want the mat behind you. You need the mat behind you. If you want to turn your mats round, actually turn your mats round so they're facing me, actually, that might be better in this instance. Come into the middle of the room. There's all this space in the middle of the room. As long as somebody can see behind you. You can be brave. Come in a bit more. Your right hand here. That's an imaginary kettlebell. They can be quite heavy. And all the time, it's as if your hand hold. You don't have to do the arm bit if you don't want to. Anybody sore shoulders, you don't have to do that bit if you don't want to. So we're going to bring our left leg back. I'm going to come down onto the floor. Now, for some of you, I'll show you the option in a second. And back up again. So for some of you, you can go back to, you can do squats if you want to. You could just reach down your leg. That is your option. If you want to do that one as an option. Is that a yes, Lynn? Right leg back. Down. So that is that side bend that we were just doing. Yes. If you get stuck, give me a shout. Left leg goes down. Touch down. This is the tricky bit. It might not be. Swing under. Sit. Those of you who want to stay down, do shoulder bridge. Yes. So stay down and do shoulder. If you don't like that, please, now would be the opportunity to lie down on your back, do some shoulder bridges, which is that one, because that's a similar thing. Lift up, swing under. Up. So if you don't want to do that one, stay down. That leg goes down. Here. Swing under. What I need is a camera here so I can watch you all. Underneath. So what's happened to your kettlebell? What's happened to your plate? Vindaloo. I'm going to do the whole thing now, through. People on the floor, you can do some side bridges as well, if you wish. Bring that left leg down, come down, swing under, lie down. Bring that ball round to the other arm. Switch legs with your neighbour if you wish. That ball, push it up towards the ceiling, lift it towards the ceiling, up onto your elbow, onto your hands, lift your hips. That right leg's going to swing under. Oh, it feels more like twister as well. I know. It's Turkish get up. It's the kettlebells exercise really, but I like it. We can do one more. So that right leg, same leg's coming back down. Looking up at your ball. Swing that leg under. So you can stay there if you want to. You don't have to do this bit. Now, bring your ball round to the other hand. Switch legs. So now that hand's on the floor. Drive that ball up towards the ceiling onto your elbow, onto your hands. Lift your hips. That leg under. What's that ball doing? Yeah, stay there, Judy. I'm going to come join you in a minute. Nice. Happy? It's a Turkish get up. That's harder than you think. It is. But what I like about it is the getting up off the floor, getting down again. So it's a functional exercise. Let's now come down onto the mat. Yep. Another favourite one, push-ups. If you want to, you could do them standing up against the wall. Elaine, you could do yours on the chair, you lucky thing. But don't feel jealous of Elaine. Come onto your hands and knees. I'll show it from the side. We've got a bit more of an angle. You normally would have our box push-ups. Who's got their hand there? Oh, yes. Who's got their push-up bars? Body weights forward to protect the shoulders. The shoulders should be fine with this. What we don't want really is that for shoulders. We want the shoulder blades are back and down. Body weight forward. The elbows come back, about 45-degree angle, and up again. So guys, watch me. What we don't want is that. Yeah, we don't want it to be here. We want the shoulder to be back and down, more of an arrow shaped, and back up. That's your level 1. Level 2 is more, what you can do is put the ball there. So you come down to your chest and up again. Sally, one who comes to classes, her thing, we'll have a look, was bouncing up and down on the ball. Not quite like that. Otherwise, full press up. There. Your harder option with the ball, not for people with shoulder issues. Easy one for shoulders is quite a nice rehab one. So with the ball, have a look. You could do your push-ups here. Switch across. It might be you do your full press up, those of you that can. Off you go. You haven't started already. Your hands can be wider than your shoulders, but the elbows can go about 45 degrees. Keep that body weight forward. Breathe out to lift. Karen, you can come further forward with your hands. A bit further. So body weight stays forward. Making sure you're not hunching through the shoulders. See how you get on, Hannah. We're doing 20 all together. On the fourth side. Not letting these back, leaving the head sit. Troy. That's all too good. What are you? When you finish, you can stretch to the chest, to the triceps. All press ups by Christmas, yes? You're very quiet beside you. It's always, it's our annual challenge, isn't it? We need to think of a new challenge, don't we? Have a lie down on your mat, have a rest your forehead on your hands, have a snooze. Breathing in and out through the nose, please. Breathe in deeply. Hold your breath. Expand your lungs as much as they will expand. Through the base of the lungs, through the back of your lungs, to the rib cage. And then breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out through the nose. And feel the rib cage deflate and your abdominals lift from the mat. So looking out, when I look down on you, in a good way, I can see your rib cages expand. I can see your waistbands tighten as you exhale. Breathing in. Hold it and breathe out. Breathe out for longer than you breathe in. So if you've had a bad day, Hannah was telling me about her day. So you could just this week, she's had a bad week, say, hump day. Wednesday's supposed to be hump day, isn't it? You're over halfway there now. Bring the hands to a W position. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale to lower. That might be your level. For people with lower back issues, that's for you. Otherwise, let's see how high we can lift. Or swan dive for those that can manage it, if your back allows. That's full extension of your spine. It's the opposite to the roll down. Your next level is to go into dart. Have the back of your hands touch the floor of the mat. Lift the shoulders, lift your head, rotate the arms outwards, and then bring it back down. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to return. Looking down at the mat each time. That's your lovely one for posture, that one. Clench your buttocks again. Your next option, see how if your shoulders are sore, stay with darts. Otherwise, put your hand on the ball. If your shoulders are okay with that, move the ball just by moving your shoulder blades up and down your back. So even so people within dart position have a look. So you can still do the shoulders up and down, which is nice for shoulders. Get that gliding effect of the shoulder blades. Draw the shoulder blades back and then we can lift. We do this with a roller. We do this with the gliders, something similar. Pilates ring. Oh, so many ways we can do this one. It's nice having Sam by me because she smiles at everything. Oh yeah. I always think that sounds like a ship's like rafters or something, doesn't it? There's timbers. Hold that lifted position, hold your lifted dart, hold it for 10, breathe 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, rest it there. Good. Come to your hands, knees. Just come into your cat stretch. Tuck the tailbone under. Let your back dip. Look, I had feedback from somebody this morning. They felt this using the ball, they felt they worked their abs quite hard. Come to that in a moment. Let's see. Come back to your shell stretch. Here. Child's pose, hands by your side if you prefer, the shoulders. Right hand over to your left. And your left hand over to your I like that Hannah just moved her head from side to side. That's quite nice. So we've done everything on our front. Let's come on to our side. If your hips uncomfortable, you might need padding. You can fold your mat double or put your towel underneath your hip. If you need to turn your mat this way now, please feel free to, so you can see. Otherwise, I'll talk you through it. Place the ball between your ankles. If your hips are sore, it might be just do the top leg. Yeah, make sure you can see. On Monday nights, they do like a spearhead type thing. If you have got your towel or your kneeler, put that between your head and your arm. Your body's in line with the mat. Sway hips forward, sway back. You're on the bony part of the hip, lifting that, make a gap underneath your waistband. Legs are straight, squeeze that front of thigh, lifting both legs together at the same time. If that makes your back sore, just do top leg. Don't worry, just don't worry about the ball. What are the legs? This is quad strength. We keep going on about the legs being straight. We want the quads working. Stay high, pulse it. Need me to be on the mat here in front, show put the camera. And then when you get to the top, scissors, please. When you've finished, you can roll over to the other side and face me. All the asthma nurses off, and we've got new medication, which hasn't kicked in yet. Lying down on your sway forward, sway back, lifting both legs. I'll leave you to count. Do 3 lots of 10, straight leg. Don't worry about the ball. If it stops you from doing it, just get up. If you just do the exercise list, don't worry about the ball. Pulse it over the top. Outer thigh. Inner thigh. Pulse. And then scissors at the top. If you lose the ball, let it go. Just like the song. I'm just assuming, I'm watching somebody see if anybody stops. You could be here for a long time. Yes. Give it a rub, give it a slap. Let's lie on our backs. Place the ball between your knees. Let's do our push, hands up in the pelvic floor exercises. You can lie. On a regular basis, 3 times a day, we should be doing our pelvic floor exercises. Lie down on your back. What is nice is to do your pelvic floor exercises with the squeezing the ball between your knees. It just helps activate the pelvic floor better. It's a slow action. So I've got the squeezy app here. As you squeeze the ball, slowly squeeze the ball, inner thighs engage, pelvic floor engages, actively engage the pelvic floor at the same time, and then relax. Let's see if I can find it. I've lost the app. Kept spelling it wrong this morning. NHS, so it helps funds. So we've got the 10 slow. Squeeze. So I'll do it, start up to squeeze. Halfway up. Keep squeezing, squeezing. And now relax. So it's more squeezing and less relaxing. Engage pelvic floor, back passage, front passage. You're desperate, try not to pass wind. You're desperate for a wee. You're holding it all in up to maximum contraction there. And start to relax. You're halfway down, fully relaxed. Start to squeeze again, upwards and inwards. Gentlemen have to imagine they've got crown jewels. Well, they don't. They've got to lift their crown jewels, 100%. And then we have to imagine, as women, have to imagine we've got them. Squeeze again. So lift your imaginary crown jewels, upwards, inwards. It's your natural internal trampoline. Yeah. There's lots of information on it as well. Look, this is lovely. It's really good. Be helpful. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Back passage, front passage. Keep squeezing. Oh, it's Kathy. And then start to relax. Come on, pelvic floor exercises, Kathy. Don't talk, otherwise you'll be on the video. You can mute yourself. Squeeze. Everybody else is doing shoulder bridge. Last one, let's squeeze. Normally it would be 10. So think coccyx to pubic bone, think it's between the sitting bones. Upwards, inwards, 100% contraction. And then slowly. We'll do the quick ones now. Should be able to switch on the pelvic floor at a moment's notice, and it will move. It will engage automatically as well when you do when you're walking, moving. Here we go. Here's the quick ones. Squeeze, relax, 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 squeeze, relax. That's your one of your set of 10 of each slow. 10 slow, 10 fast, 3 times a day, every day for the rest of your life. Yes. I think everybody here most of you should be doing your pelvic floor exercises. End of lecture. Oh, stay on screen. I need to save. There we go. So now we can keep the ball there. We're not putting any pressure on it. Hands behind your head, relaxing around the neck and the shoulder. Keeping that neck in the line like we did earlier on. Brace your abdominals, we're going to curl up. Breathe out to lift, breathing in to return. Forceful breath. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Ribs, lifting toward the hips, stay high for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 to the right. 10 side bends to the right. Rest if you need to. Both the shoulder blades are off the floor. You're looking at towards the ceiling. Imagine I'm standing on your stomach. So 10 on that side, 10 on the other. Hold stomach in. Apparently Joseph Pilates used to stand on his student's stomach. My second best TikTok video is with Andrew stood on my stomach. It's me going to see my bikini. And relax. Let's do lower abdominals. If your back is painful or sore, you could do the right, left, left, right. That's your option. Advise keep the ball between your knees. Come to your tabletop. Feet together. Use the lower abdominals to bring your hips towards your ribs. Really, it's an abdominal exercise. Your abdominals are moving your pelvis. Your legs are coming along for the ride. They just happen to be there. Hips to feet together. Keep your legs tidy. So the tabletop's becoming that. That's okay. Feet together. Tilt to the mat. Then I know you're not swinging for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 5, 4. Just a stretch for the back, really. When you've done that 10, hold it there. We can then do the double, one or the other, or both. This might not be suitable for people with prolapse. Some of the pelvic floor exercises aren't suitable for people with certain level of prolapse and also high tone pelvic floor. Well done. Hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You may rest it there. Good. Big stretch. Hands as far away from your feet as you can. This next one is one of my favorites on the ball. I went to a Pilates class years ago and I thought, oh, I love that. So one of the first pieces of equipment I bought when I started to teach, you can take the ball, place it underneath your lower back. If your back doesn't like it, you don't have to use it. If you've got no equipment, this one you can do with a wobble disc, or you don't have to use the ball at all. So if you don't want to use the ball, just say no. You want the ball, have a look at where I've got mine. It's quite low down on my back, it's underneath my bottom. Hands on your hip bones. Bring the fingers just in nice side, prod deep into the flesh. I'm going to whisk you through this bit. Oh, no, we've got this time actually. Right leg to tabletop. Brace. Left leg to tabletop without any doming. Put your hand above and below your navel. The left leg goes down. And then the right. Left leg to tabletop. Brace. Right leg. Right leg goes down. And then the left. Hands up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades away from the mat, and then back down in contact with the mat. So that's where you want to keep them. Punch the shoulders towards the ears as if you're cold, stressed, or angry. Then bring the shoulders away from the ears. That's again your ideal position. Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Oh, you're all too good. Left leg goes down, and then the right. That should have been admiration in my voice. Left leg to tabletop, brace, brace, abs. Right leg to tabletop. Right leg goes down, and then the left. Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Hold it there. From this position, single arm pull over. How many arms are moving at a time? So then, guess what's happening next? Next arm. Yeah, opposite arm, opposite leg. Still brace the abdominals, still keep that connection between the ribs and the hips. Toe taps. Have a look at what I'm doing for the moment. Toe taps. It helps keep that tension on the abdominals. Katie's got a lovely stripy top, so her stripes would stay scrunched up. She wouldn't be smoothing them out. The toe taps, guys, have a look for the moment. Brace, brace. This is lovely with ankle weights or hand weights. Those that want to work harder, single leg stretch. And choose your level. Those of you that want to work harder again, want more of a challenge, you can do the double here, breathe out. But that one, check that your navel's being held in. If you feel it's in your back, go higher with the legs. We could lift the head, breathing out and breathing in. Choose your level. You can hold the double or carry on doing singles. You can hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You may rest it there. Well done. If you want to stretch these hips, hold the ball there, lift your bottom to get that lovely hip flexor stretch there. I'm going to another one. I like this one. It just helps us to focus on the bits we should be focusing on. Legs to tabletop. Knees together, feet together, hands towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring one of my legs out to the side. It's going to be parallel and back in again. Only one leg moves at a time. So keep alternating the legs. The foot comes out as well. The whole leg is parallel. But I should be able to tell, you should be able to tell, looking at your legs, which is moving and which one's keeping still. Yes? We or no? Sometimes I can't really tell. The whole point then, you've got your hands up towards the ceiling, the leg comes off center. Guys, have a look at your legs. Only one should be moving at a time. Have a look at your legs. It's a bit boring. It's only a small movement because we're focusing on the pelvis, keeping the pelvis level. The ball will tell us if we've come off center or not. Does that make sense? You obviously not find that as enthralling as I do. I forget that sometimes. Have your hands by your side now. Glue your feet and knees together. Hip roll from side to side. Hands in a capital T shape out to the side. Mobility through your spine. It's generally lovely if your back's sore. Oh, Elaine, you're doing upside down exercises. She wanted upside down windmills today. Made me laugh. Some of your tabletops have gone wonky. So let's bring your hands up towards the ceiling, do the same thing again. Same thing. Still doing hip roll. You're still doing a hip roll. Good question. Yes. That's what I was hoping was happening, but nobody was doing it. So thank you for that. Oh. Yeah. Have the hands back down again. It shows you how much. Now you're playing ball. Hands back down. It just makes us realize how much we use the arms, yeah? Hug your right knee to chest, straight out your left leg. That's your hip flexor stretch there. Beautiful. This is a bit of conversation today about cotton buds and so on, where you insert them, check the pelvic floor is working. And then I said about to change legs. This one is good to do either on the edge of your bed, so your leg is dangling off the edge of the bed, right foot touches the floor, the one being stretched, or you can do that off the edge of your dining room table. So someone sort of said her husband might find it be a bit surprised to see on the dining room table. And then we mentioned the cotton buds, and that did it then. Lift your hips. Come to a seated position. Fun one. This is proper fun, not Lynn Joyner fun. It's proper type 1 fun. Julie, see how you feel with the dizziness thing. They did once on a Monday night. He was a bigger guy, and it just very slowly kind of went down. So he was unhurt. It'd probably be the sound of a raspberry, wouldn't it? Not the raspberry one. I think it was Tom, actually. It was Tom. Bring your feet together. What? Is there a problem? You could have the feet wider if you want. they're all suffering inside. You can have the feet wider to help with balance, but what's the fun in that? You decide how far apart to have the feet. Sitting tall, tilt the head from side to side. This is like being on the wobble disc. And then we can so a lot of people that I work with, older people, they can't tilt the head from side to side. We lose that ability. And I'm not sure whether it's a structural thing in the neck, the vertebra, whether it's the tendons and the ligaments and so on. But most people can still look from side to side. So keep your neck mobile. Keep moving. This is all wants to release tension in the neck that the class might have introduced. Tilt the head to one side. Get a chin roll around the chest. Taking you off center, which is why you're wobbling. Good. So then we can come off the ball. If your hamstrings are tight, stay on the ball. Your legs are as wide as you can get them, as wide as your neighbor will allow. Sit tall. You can sit on the yoga block or sit on the ball if you know that your hamstrings are tight. That will help you. So you can just imagine you've got a ball here. For some of us, that's enough. Thank you very much. And the hamstrings are already stretched enough. Squeeze the front of thigh and you lift your heels from the mats. And relax and squeeze it again. You can then, so some of you will be able to do this, for some of you that's enough, thank you. But we can lean forward. You've got issues with the discs in the back of your spine, the lower part of your spine, then this wouldn't be good. So you would just hinge forward from the hip. From the side, just like that. Some of you will be able to go further down. You can do right leg. This is my right leg with your left leg. You might find it easier to bring the feet in. This is lovely if you're, you should be all right on this one, Izzy. This should be fine. Push the knees up into your elbows. You can sit upright for this one then, kind of. Unless you just want to be curled up into the ball. Yeah, so you get a stretch of the spine if you wanted that one. I just try and push those knees down. Push the knees into your elbow. Can you get those knees further down? Good. Let's do bring that one leg so it's parallel with your mat. The other leg is parallel with the mat. We could use the ball here. The ball is kind of extra, but you don't necessarily need it. You could just do that one here. Remember we got the one where we did the other side? That's harder, isn't it? Yeah. You could then lift. You could then lift. You choose your level. Yeah. We're going to switch to the side. I'm just whizzing you through these just to show you. Think of the Isle of Man logo. So your shin is parallel to the front of your mat. The thigh is parallel. You don't have to have the ball. It's just an extra.
I'm from the Isle of Man. As a
Yeah.
First time I've ever heard a reference to the Isle of Man.
It's three-legged though, isn't it? It's three-legged. Look at me with my knowledge.
That's why Joseph Pilates first came up with it, and then in turn was Campania.
Ah. Yeah, he was a prisoner of war. Yeah, and he worked on his fellow inmates and helped them with their rehab. And then went to America, worked with ballet dancers. Austrian. He's Austrian. Mm. We then lived. Oh gosh, we're getting it all tonight, aren't we? Good job you came tonight, isn't it? So some of us be happy to come up onto our knees. You might not all be happy to do that. Well done. So now we can then come up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. Push down with the heels. Take your time to come up. Take your time. Bring the feet in towards your hands. Walk your hands up your legs. Reach for the stars. Take your time coming up so you don't get a head rush. Point your toes. Circle the shoulders. Circle the wrists. Circle the ankles. Stand tall, walk tall. Press ups as your homework. Pelvic floor exercises. Download the Squeezy app, a couple of quid. Helps keep our National Health Service going. posture, any questions, feedback? I am teaching next week. The class is on next week during half term. I know some of you will be away, but just to make up for, I'm going to be away later on during the term. But yeah, but I'm here next week. No equipment because I forgot. I know. Anyway, long story. It's easy to have no equipment. But yeah, you can let me know any feedback. Don't be shy. Thank you. That's the end of the class.